Can I say something that's gonna sound dramatic?
When has that ever stopped you?
I think breakups are one of the most underestimated forms of pain that exist. Like, we have words for grief when someone dies. We have rituals, we have time off work, we have casseroles showing up at the door.
But a breakup?
A breakup? And you're expected to be functional by Monday? Maybe cry to your friends for a week. Download an app. Move on.
As if something fundamental just didn't get ripped out of your life.
And the worst part, the part that nobody talks about, is that breakups hurt in a completely different way than rejection does. And I think that difference matters. I think it explains why some people never fully recover from certain endings.
Okay, I'm listening.
So let's start there. What's the actual difference? Because on the surface, they seem similar. Someone doesn't want you, that's rejection. Someone stops wanting you, that's a breakup. Why would one hurt more than the other?
Because with rejection, you never fully had it. The loss is hypothetical. You grieve a possibility, something that existed only in your imagination.
But with a breakup, you grieve something real, something that was actually there. You had the mourning routines, the inside jokes, the specific way that person laughed at something only you would find funny. And now, all of it, just stops.
And the absence of something real is so much heavier than the absence of something imagined.
Neuroscience actually backs this up. When you fall in love, your brain builds what researchers call a neural map of that person. Their voice, their smell, their patterns, the way they respond to you, it all gets wired into your brain's reward and safety systems. They become neurologically embedded in how you experience comfort and security.
So when they leave...
It's not just emotional. Your brain is literally going through withdrawal. The same reward pathways that lit up when they were there are now firing into nothing. Studies have shown that the pain of a breakup activates the same regions of the brain as physical pain.
So when people say their chest hurts after a breakup,
They're not being dramatic. It actually hurts. The body is processing a real loss through the same systems it uses to process injury.
But here's what I find even more interesting than the physical pain. It's the identity piece. Because I think what makes breakups so devastating, more than rejection ever could be, is that you don't just lose the person. You lose a version of yourself.
Say more.
when you're in a relationship, you build a shared identity. There's the you that exists in that relationship, the way you laugh differently with them, the things you try because of them, the plans you make, the future you start to imagine. And that version of you only exists in the context of that person.
So when the relationship ends, that version of you has nowhere to go.
You don't just lose them, you lose who you were with them. And sometimes, depending on how long it lasted, how deep it went, you've forgotten who you were before.
Which is why breakups after long relationships can feel like identity crises. Because they are. You're not just grieving a person, you're grieving a whole architecture of your life that was built around them.
The future you planned, the apartment you imagined, the children you maybe named in your head, the version of yourself at 40 that included them.
All of it gone. And none of it ever existed anywhere except inside you.
Which somehow makes it worse. You're grieving something that was never real outside of your own mind. And yet, the grief is completely undeniably real.
And then there's the specific cruelty of a breakup that rejection doesn't have. The person is still alive. They're still out there, living their life, maybe posting about it.
Maybe already moving on.
And you know their patterns. You know when they wake up and what they eat for breakfast and what they do when they're stressed. And none of that knowledge belongs to you anymore. You have all this intimate information about a person who is now a stranger.
That's such a specific kind of pain. You know too much about someone you're supposed to be forgetting.
And your brain won't let you forget, because that neural map we talked about, it doesn't just disappear because the relationship ended, it stays. And every time something triggers a memory, a song, a smell, a street corner, the map activates and the loss hits again, fresh, like it just happened.
Which is why people say they're fine and then completely fall apart hearing a specific song in a grocery store 6 months later.
Because healing from a breakup isn't linear. It's not a slow, steady climb back to okay. It's okay, 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 ambush, okay, okay, ambush. Over and over until eventually the ambushes get further apart.
But they don't fully stop. Not for the ones that really mattered.
No, not for those ones.
Okay, but I want to push back on something. Because I think we're painting rejection as this smaller, lighter thing. And I don't think that's always true. Some rejections are devastating. Being rejected by someone you've loved from a distance for years, that can break you just as completely.
You're right that rejection can be devastating. I'm not dismissing that. But I think the mechanism is different. Rejection wounds your self-concept. It makes you question your worth, your desirability, whether you're someone who gets chosen. That's a deep wound.
But a breakup does all of that and takes away something you actually had.
It adds dispossession on top of the wound. You don't just feel unchosen, you feel unmade. Because the choosing was already done. You were already in it. And now it's being taken back.
Like being given something and then having it removed is always worse than never being given it at all.
Always. The baseline shifts. Once you've had it, real intimacy, real partnership, real daily love, the absence of it isn't neutral anymore. It's a hole, a specific shaped hole that fits exactly the thing that used to fill it.
And nothing else fits quite right for a while.
Sometimes for a long time.
So what do you actually do with it? Because time heals is true, but it's also the least helpful thing anyone has ever said to a person in pain.
Right? Time heals, but you still have to live through the time.
And living through it is the part nobody gives you a manual for.
I think the most honest thing I can say is, let it be what it is. Stop trying to fast forward through it. Stop measuring your recovery against a timeline that someone else made up. You're not behind. You're not weak. You're processing the loss of something real, and real losses take real time.
And stop performing okay before you are okay.
Because performing okay is just another version of what we talked about last week. You put on the face, you go through the motions, and the grief just goes underground, where it waits.
Until something pulls it back up.
Let yourself be in it. Not forever, not as a lifestyle, but enough to actually move through it instead of around it.
Because the only way out is through.
As much as I hate that phrase, yeah, it's true.
If you're in the middle of something tonight, if this one landed somewhere specific, we hope it helped even just a little to know that what you're feeling makes complete sense. It's not weakness, it's just what it costs to have loved something real.
Thanks for being up with us.
3 a.m. Talks. We'll see you next time.